by this new policy and what will be contained in our regulations and guidelines, any voter without a face mask will not be allowed to vote during the election. And even if you have a face mask, when you approach the presiding officer or the assistant presiding officer, one, he or she can ask you to remove your face mask to make sure that the person who has come to vote is the actual voter in the election and the actual person whose photograph has been captured in the voters register. So the policy is without any face mask, you cannot vote in this election. No. We are going to insist that the guidelines and the regulations of the commission must be complied with. And this is the essence of the type of engagement we are going to hold with political parties, with civil society groups and organizations, and with the media to sensitize them on some of these issues and some of these guidelines. And this policy, some of the things in this particular policy will also become, we transmute into our guidelines and into our regulations. And it will also be made available to all the security agencies so that any person who tries to violate the law will have himself or herself to blame because we are going to have an inner cordon and an outer cordon. And before you get to the inner cordon of the polling unit, we must make sure that you have your face mask on. We are putting in all sorts of measures to make sure that people or voters comply with the guidelines that we are going to issue. But one of the things that the commission is trying to work out is to use a small by-election to do a test run of the way voters will comply and the way our staff and officials will respond to some of those challenges, and also to see how the security agencies will assist the voters to make sure that they comply with all the rules and regulations that we are going to churn out going into this particular election. So this is an uncharted territory. It's a novel situation. Most people do not have experience working under this condition. So what we want to do is to make sure that we carry all the stakeholders along and also to plead with the Nigerian people that it is in our best interest for us to see these elections through and avoid a constitutional crisis. Now, Section 87 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended has given political parties the right to conduct their party primaries for the purposes of nominating candidates. The only thing is that, one, in conducting their primaries, they must make sure that their primaries are either direct or indirect primaries, and that it conforms to their own party constitution and their own guidelines for conducting party primary elections. We will also interface with them and engage them on the virtues and the beauty of complying with all the protocols, with all the guidelines, and with all the mechanisms that have been put in place by the health authorities to make sure that people are not exposed to risk. So I believe that the political parties, the leaders of political parties are Nigerians and are high officials, and they will make sure that they comply with all the rules and regulations and all the guidelines. But we will be there to monitor the party primaries. And when they go wrong, or when they are doing things that are not in conformity with the established protocols by the health authorities, we will gladly draw their attention to it and get them to comply with some of those protocols and some of those rules and regulations. No. What we are saying is that in relation to the filing of nominations, that it will be done electronically. In terms of media accreditation and accreditation of domestic election observers, we are going to do it electronically. And then in terms of engagement with political parties, civil society groups, and the media, we may combine both physical means of engagement and the electronic means of engagement. But in terms of the actual voting, we are going to use our smart card readers for the purposes of voting in this particular election. And we are going to also recalibrate our polling units to make sure that they conform to the issue of physical distancing in this election. The people in charge of budgeting in the commission will take care of that. And the commission as a commission is also looking into that question, because definitely the COVID-19 pandemic will affect the budgeting process And those who are in charge of budgeting will see to it and then work with the relevant authorities to make sure that we get money for this election.
At Flow 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business. High-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at Flow FM TV. Flow 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.